Hello everybody, Charley Egan here of the Egan Group at Hall & Chambers Real Estate. And this is one of a series of videos that I'm doing with interviews of service providers and vendors in my referral network. And I have here today Greg Gunderson of General Transitions. Greg and his right-hand person, Laureen, have been really supportive of my business and have helped a lot of my clients. And I wanted to bring him in today to interview him about the home process of moving your home from where you live to a retirement community or some other place, particularly for the senior market or the older adult. And so, Greg, why don't you tell us a little bit about General Transitions and what prompted you to start this company?
Sure, Charlie. Thank you. It's good to be here as well.
Great having you.
Yeah, so our specialty is typically helping older adults.
Mm-hmm.
And what we know is that when older adults move, they're frequently leaving the house after decades, 20, 30, 40 years. And I'm sure you've seen that a lot.
Raised a family there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So typically our clients have been at home for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Typically they're moving to smaller places and need to make decisions about everything in their home.
Yeah.
Typically the family is not available to help with the move. They're either not local or they're busy with dual careers and things. And a lot of our clients have some health challenges as well.
Yeah.
So what we know is that all of those things make moving particularly troublesome for someone who's been in a house for a long time, and that's why we have our service.
Great. Do you want to just touch on the business has been in the family and how it was started just briefly?
Right, well I'm glad you asked. So
Good.
It is a family business. My mother actually founded and created this concept in Minnesota back in the 1980s.
Wow.
It's a really long time ago. But what she discovered with her own family is the challenges that seniors face when they move. And inspired by what she started back there, I've been doing it here in California since 1994.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I know, you've been around for a long time. You're one of the first, I think you're the first company that's actually done this.
Right, so my mother is the second person in the country to ever do this kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
I followed along shortly thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
And now there are hundreds of businesses, individuals doing this kind of business all over the country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why don't you tell us what sort of tools you have for helping seniors or older adults move and making it easy, a gentle transition is?
Right, so I'd be glad to. And in fact, Charlie, most people have no idea that services like ours even exist.
It's true.
And will rarely even ask a realtor about, can somebody help me go through my closet or hang my pictures? Because it doesn't even occur to them.
Yeah.
So we do a number of different things, but typically we do help our clients with floor planning. We go to the new place, take measurements, then meet with our clients, talk with them about what they use, what they don't. We'll put together a floor plan for them. We also help our clients go through their stuff, go through closets, cupboards, cabinets, and so on, to do that decision making. And then when the move does come, our staff does the packing that needs to be done. We make arrangements and work side by side with movers. And then on moving day at the new place, we're there to unpack the boxes, make the beds, hang the pictures, put it all back together again.
I know here in Southern California, we're here in La Cañada and Glendale. There was Monte Cedro is a really very exclusive adult senior community, and you helped. I was there at one of the presentations you did,
right.
And you helped a lot of the clients move in there.
Yes. Yeah, so Monte Cedro is a very nice retirement community, as you mentioned, that opened about a year and a half ago. We performed about 50 moves there in their opening, let's say, 6 months, and continue to do so. And we've had the pleasure to move clients to more than 400 retirement communities all over California.
Yes. Why don't you, do you have a couple success stories of what people have said or
yeah, exactly. So I was introduced to a client a few years back. The retirement community let us know that she was planning to move to the community, but said she wasn't going to move for like 4 to 6 months because her son lived on the East Coast and could only come out from time to time.
Got it.
We did arrange to have a meeting with the son and the woman who was moving, did the floor plan as I mentioned, and after we did all that, she looked up and said, "What are we waiting for?" And she moved about 6 weeks later.
And without the sun coming out, or without
the sun came out once or twice.
Yeah.
But she was anxious to do the move. She felt that burden of this impending thing happening.
Yeah.
So she was glad to do it, and with our service, she was able to see how it could happen. And it was a win for the son because he didn't have this burden with mom.
Yeah, of
He didn't
course.
need to do many things.
Mhm.
It was a win for the realtor
Mhm.
because we helped prepare the house, then vacated the house so they could turn it over to the
Yeah,
buyer.
yeah.
And a win for the retirement community
Yeah.
because they had a resident 3, 4, 5, 6 months earlier
Uh-huh.
than they would have otherwise.
And I can imagine, the anxiety of knowing this is months out there or weeks out there. Why not shorten it and do it immediately? So
Right, so our typical process is 4 to 6 weeks
Mhm.
from when we first meet someone
Okay.
to when they actually move. And we think that's a really good time frame.
Mhm.
Someone might say, I've been in a house for 30 years, how can I leave in 30 days?
Mhm.
But with our service, the
Mhm.
decision-making can take place. It happens orderly, not rushed,
Mhm.
but also doesn't extend it, which really just extends the anxiety.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know, of course, as being a realtor and dealing with a lot of older adults, that there is so much anxiety about moving regardless. And then
Right.
when you have 40 years in a home and there's a dead pets in the backyard and kids that are born there, it's just it's such fraught with emotional anxiety. So the ways that you guys minimize that by taking care of this is just phenomenal, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So on this video, there will be Greg's information attached to this, Gentle Transitions. Is there any closing thoughts you had?
Just one last thought, and
Sure.
that is, while we do talk about older adults, and we
Mhm.
do often help with those moves, we like to think if we can move someone who's 85, been in a house for 50 years,
Yeah.
we can move anyone. And in fact, we're happy to provide services to anyone of any age. Glad to do that.
And do you partner with like North American or some of these other moving companies?
There's a number of different movers that we
Okay.
work with based on the location.
Okay.
And we've had a lot of experience with movers, so I like to think we've weeded out the ones we would probably not like to work with.
Good.
And so the movers that we engage are excellent.
Okay. Greg, thanks so
All
much
right.
for coming in.
Thank you, Charlie.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Sure.